start. Welcome to Thursday Night Fading Suns. I am JM, your GM, and tonight we are with the assault team as Gemma attempts to lead the members of the Brother Battle Order into, battle against Tagg and Orlitan, and attempting to end this threat both to Beatrice and the crew of the Oh Boy. But before we get into that, let's kind of do a little bit of information dump. The crowdfunding for New Frontiers is over. It is ended, and they got to $89,000 on this. I'm just scrolling back up to double check that it is done. So from Tuesday, when we last let you guys know where we were at, they have unlocked at the end. If you backed it, you're also going to get Brother Battle character sheets, Boldrock's character sheets, Charioteer character sheets, and a digital cheat sheet that provides useful information for your next encounter with the Boldrocks. So congratulations to Ulysses. That's an awesome crowdfunding funding. And looking forward to seeing all of these books in person. Again, we love Fading Suns. We love the books. They're very high quality. They've got great information. They're beautiful. They're just fun to flip through. So, when we last left off, the distraction team, against all odds, did not stray off path and managed to, create a distraction.
Good job, guys.
Setting things on fire, blowing things up, and then disappearing into the night. So, as you guys have piled into this clown car that Calypso is driving, because it's Calypso, Constance, Philosophia, and Gemma, you guys are really in the back of this vehicle because there's not a whole lot of room for you in that front seat, as you guys are in full armor. So as the truck starts to approach the encampment, you are in a queue to get through this search station, and as you are approaching, this massive fireball erupts to the west, and just several huge gouts of black flame, or black smoke, kind of rising into the sky. Alarms start going off, and the guards from the checkpost go running off to see what's happening. You hear from the front of the car, kind of like the screen is up, and you hear, "All right, I'll get us in. You ready for a bit of the ultra-violence?" You can hear is, "Oh, hold on. I was gifted, I will not be wearing these all night, but I was gifted with battle buns in order to be part of the team."
In the squad?
Of the squad, so I have my battle buns on. And Calypso asks if you're ready for violence.
Yeah, but I believe we're sneaking in incognito.
So.
Was this a thing I was unaware of? I have sunglasses just right there. I have been betrayed by my squad.
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
I need a faith plus observe roll from all of you as this continues to head in.
Is 14. Yes, I can math. So I'm gonna bump that up to a 19.
I succeed with a 3.
Oh, nice.
You spending 3?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I succeed with a 10. I got real excited and went wrong game.
It explodes, and then I spend a possibility. How much are you spending?
Ooh, this is a faith roll.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll spend all 10, let's be honest.
Okay.
It's Gemma.
Philosophia?
I did not make it.
I'll just put a crying emoji under your results.
Sure. However, I would like to invoke my danger sense.
Danger
Danger
sense.
sense.
Okay.
I love the battle order.
So you get on the squawker and call up Kenneth Loggins. And
So
He's an inside man.
oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Once per scene, you can take VP from your cache and play it in a special vigilance coffer at a rate of 2 VP per one. Each VP locked away in this coffer provides you with +1 perception for the purposes of instinctual perception. The VP are not spent as they're used; they simply apply against instinctual perception, so long as they sit there.
how many are you putting in there? Just put them on your card. It's
Oh, I was gonna write it down.
Oh, okay.
Because I also have Insight, Passion, and Steady Hand, and like there's a couple of them that create different coffers.
Okay.
Toy.
So, I'm gonna search, and I will go ahead and I will get 7 in there. I can do as much as my observed is, which is 7.
Nice.
So my VP is now 1. But danger sense.
Alice,
is
we
7.
have 2 weird points that we banked last week for the team. So we have those to use if we need to.
All right.
Constance looks
So
so
as
good.
you are driving in, Calypso is heading straight for following the plan.
Okay. Great.
And so everything's coming through the internal squawk box kind of behind you. So violence in the name of God is always the best way to go, isn't it, Saint Gemma?
I don't
Okay.
think so.
This is the point where Philip Sophia is sitting there looking out the window, and then Saint Gemma, and she's all I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's been thrown around. I don't know where it's coming from.
Oh, come
Is-
now!
is-
Don't
is
get
there
your
a-
don't get your
Is
hairdo.
there a button to push to talk to the person in the front?
It's
I
live.
was aware.
Okay.
I think you can just talk.
Okay, hey, woman in the front.
Yes, ignorant slab of meat in the back.
You know, when you told me about Calypso, it didn't sound like
That doesn't sound like her
Um,
either.
But anyway, if you know that she's a saint, then you better watch your fading mouth.
Oh, see, here's the thing. I'm not, you can ask Gemma, really not a faithful person, sitting in the dark, praying to the Pancreator, polishing my mirror. Never seemed like the fun thing to me. It was always much more fun to be a little bit more self-indulgent, a little bit more... See, here's the thing the church doesn't tell you, and the truck is kind of pulling up very slowly, not attracting attention, pausing as people go rushing back and forth. They want to tell you that the only power in the verse is polish your soul mirror, be a good little drone, and someday you may end up like Gemma, a hollowed out weapon to be used for the Pancreator before it blows up in his hand. But there's other paths.
Is there an insight check or something? Because this
Oh,
doesn't sound like Calypso.
It doesn't sound like Calypso at all, but I will tell you what you see when when I finish this little.
Okay.
See, theosis isn't the only way. That's a big word that means saints become more like God and the Pancreator. But that's not the only route. And the door, the truck kind of turns to the side and the locks on the back kind of pop up. There are other paths to immortality. If we're going to go kill these people, and as you look through the tinted glass towards the driver, it seems like Calypso has battle buttons, or at least something large kind of distorting either side of her head through the glass.
You want... Did you want this one to stay alive?
Do I want Calypso alive? Yes. Do I want whatever has assumed control? No.
Listen, I really don't give two shakes about you or what's going on in there. But I'm pretty sure if you want to stop her, now is the time to do it.
Stop her?
The Kaka! Kaka!
You just see, like, through the glass.
Ashkagael!
You were doing nothing to.
Right, but
Change.
Ashkagael is. Oh,
This is her camp.
okay, great. Sorry. Took me a minute. There's too many demons.
You know, you're gonna have to be more specific with us ignorant flesh slabs.
Oh, yes. This promises to end spectacularly.
I'm not gonna lie, Connie just became my favorite.
I knew I never had a chance of being your favorite.
You were.
Are we anywhere close to where we need to be?
Yeah, she drove you right to the front of the command center.
Did Perpetua give us any schematics for this building? Is there a way we can sneak in without going in the front door?
She didn't have schematics of the building. She just had what she observed
I
from.
just assumed we were going in the front door.
You are 3 battle order.
Okay, front door it is.
I go first.
All right, so Philosophia, you kind of slide out the back,
Uh-huh.
hit the ground, dust kind of kicking up around your robes.
I have a big sword, and I have a big rifle, and my buns. I'm sorry, I gotta look cool, don't I?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Constance, are you getting out of the vehicle as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna get my flamethrower ready and jump out.
I feel like we need to have like chung chung play.
Where?
Looks like it's time for the battle order. All right, as they get out, Calypso kind of looks like you can definitely see the head tilt, so you can't tell, but it seems like they're looking at you through the rear view mirror. I have nothing but utter contempt for Ashkagael. I truly wish you the best of luck.
You're not gonna come in and deal with Tagg?
Oh, there's someone screaming in here to go do that, but here's the thing about deals. You have to pay the cost. And I rather like this flesh sack. I don't want it anywhere near that high-tech Cuisinart. So, we'll be off doing our own thing. Try not to die.
As I get out of the car, I will make the sign of the jump gate cross. And I will remind whoever it is that has taken over Calypso that, it just takes one spark to dispel darkness. And I will just get out and walk.
Yep. And the window rolls down as the car starts to go off. Yes, but you always forget. Your kind always does. You have to choose the light. And some of us just like the darkness. And the car pulls and turns.
Okay, so we're going in?
Oh yeah, I'm at the door.
Great.
Really
The door
glad I
is a
didn't hear that.
solid ferrous steel portal. You can see where it's been kind of fused to the ferrocrete walls. There is a small silver panel on the right-hand side, and there is what seems to be kind of a slot, like a window that can be slid open and closed on the left-hand door.
And there's nothing else on the front. It's just ferrocrete.
Yeah, it's just a ferrocrete, like prefabbed building that they kind of put together. You can see that there is some sort of cooling unit on the left-hand side of the building. And there definitely seems to be comm towers that have been attached to the top of this thing.
If I can bust through it, I'll then say, ding dong.
I'm gonna turn to Connie, who has a gun as well.
And a flamethrower. flamethrower.
And a flamethrower. Well, while you knock on the door, knock knock, do you want to take out that cooling unit, heat things up on the inside a little bit?
Sure.
Great. Knock away philosophy.
All right, so you're just going to torch the cooling unit.
Yeah.
All right.
Everything else
Light
is
it
on
up.
fire.
Yeah, you don't need to roll for that. It takes one charge of ammo, and plastic and metal immediately starts to just carbonize and start folding in on itself until finally there's some sort of grinding, like horrific grinding noise, and a pop, and white steam just starts pouring out of several cracks in the case.
Perfect. Philosophia is knocking on the door.
Bang, bang, bang. Ding dong. Yeah, we're here to fix your cooling unit. Been
Cooling-
destroyed. Can I reach through the hole and grab their head?
You can try to. Give me a dex plus fight roll.
Yes. Just punch him on the door.
I mean, yeah, kind of. Where's my fight? There it is.
Maddie promotes violence. I don't know if Gemma does, but Maddie does.
12. 2. I don't suppose 3 will make it.
Do you want to surge again? He technically, whoever's on the other side of this thing technically has cover because.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, I'll surge. I will spend 8.
8'll do it.
Excellent. Good
You
work.
want to spend any to increase the damage?
No. Wait, I can do math. Just because I'm Philosophia doesn't mean I have to stop doing math. I mean, so my strength is 9. Does that affect the damage?
Mm-mm. Base damage is 2.
Okay.
That's a really stinky thing. You can punch all you want. The base damage is 2.
Yeah, but the higher strength means you're more likely to generate VP than you can.
Sure. And it's just.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I'll just.
Are you trying to hold on to his
Yeah.
the face? Okay, so you can grapple him.
Yeah.
So you kind of grab him and pull him up against the door. You can hear like the small bones of his cheek break as you pull him right into the little window.
I say, okay, open it up.
Bork you. Actually, it comes out more like Bork you.
I'll pull harder. I mean, right, I understand that like no extra damage is gonna be done.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What are you doing, Gemma? Philosophia clearly has this guy's head in a vice. I can only assume Constance is coming around the corner having lit a cigar off the end of the flamethrower.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You said
sounds
there's
likely.
a silver punch screen.
I said there was a control screen.
Gemma sees it as a
Gemma
punch-
sees it as a punch screen. That is on her, not on me.
Right. I feel like at some point of our adventures, Gemma has seen Calypso get mad at a thing that she can't hack and just punch it. So while she's got the dude in the door, I'm gonna punch and try
And just try and open it.
Yeah.
I swear there's going to be one alien race in the future who realizes that doors should just either stay closed or stay open when someone does this, and humanity is going to be destroyed.
Pretty much, yes.
All right, give me a strength plus fight roll.
Strength plus. Oh, okay. I succeed with an 11.
Nice.
How much are you spending to fonz the door open?
6? I really want the door open.
What are you trying to do?
I am trying to essentially hotwire it with my fist. So hope I
you're trying to open the door, right?
Yeah.
Jackson's so disappointed.
Yeah. So.
I'm hacking it.
Yeah, you're definitely, as Tyrannic understands things, you were definitely hacking it. All right, so how
I
much?
mean, I can spend 7 because I can only bank 15. And well, no, I'll save it and put the 1 towards my next roll.
So how many are you spending?
I spent 6.
6. Okay, so the door kind of you can hear it disengage, but it's not opening. Like the lock is off, but you'd have to kind of force it open.
Can I assist with this in any way?
Yes.
This is not Gemma. Gemma would never do that. But yes, I kind of want to.
Strength plus vigor.
Strength plus vigor. I want to data the door.
You
Not
want
wharf the door.
you
I
wanna
want to
data
data
it?
the door. Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah,
your,
just-
you're not its type.
Strength plus vigor. That's not what I mean, Jam.
I thought it was funny.
That's where my brain went when she was like, I want to date at the door. I was
Nope.
like,
I don't.
Can
Alright.
I try?
You may try as well.
please. I really enjoy that I just, come on guys.
It's
Got
strength
the guy.
plus vigor.
Yep.
So 9 plus 8, 17. I succeed with a 16.
Okay.
Nice.
How much are you spending to open the door?
How strong does the door feel?
It's pretty. I mean, it's actually designed to not do what you are attempting to make it do.
Okay, I'll try. I'll spend 10.
All right. Constance gets up there, kind of slings her flamethrower behind her back, and forces the door open. You eventually have to let go of the guy's head because the
I
door's
do.
going in there.
Oh yeah. But then I step in and grab him again.
Well, no, when you let him go, he hits the ground,
Okay.
and he is going to try and run away from you. He's not just going to sit there and let
Right.
you grab him.
I want to
and-
make sure that he does not run away from us.
All right, you need to give me a Dex plus Vigor roll to
Okay.
see who can spend the most VP. Haha.
I did not make it.
Oh, he got a critical success. So he jackrabbits the Bork out of there.
Okay. I would like
You
to.
can just see like blood and teeth are falling out of his mouth.
Hey, we just wanted to fix your cooling unit.
I'm going to incite passion.
Hubba hubba.
You're a hothead, but this can work to your advantage. So, in times where your dearest desire or ardent goal is threatened, your passion can inspire you to amazing accomplishments in its defense. So, I may incite passion as a primary action once per act. The GM deems how well the circumstances warrant it. For example, if the love of your life is about to be burned by inquisitors, that's a passionate response. If he or she is simply being fast-talked by a merchant, it's a pretty slim excuse for an overreaction.
Right. So what?
My passion is currently to destroy this Orlitan guy. I don't know exactly who he is, but I know Gemma called me specifically for it, and so
Yeah.
I'm going to get it done.
Okay.
Come hell or high
Squad.
water. Okay.
So what does it do for you?
So I make another coffer.
Okay. So you have a second coffer that you get to use.
Yeah, and then I get a passion coffer.
Okay.
And you can draw from this coffer toward the achievement of your goal. So, as long as I am aiming to kill Orlitan, I can pull from this coffer if I don't have the VP.
Okay. And how many goes in the coffer?
Faith plus intuition plus presence. So,
Okay.
plus my level. So I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay.
So when he starts running,
He
can we
takes off
just
like a friggin' jackrabbit.
run after.
Sure.
Like, I don't see the point in standing around unless you fine ladies have a reason to stand around.
No.
Great.
All right. He goes heading. Are you chasing
I'm
after
following him because
Okay.
I'm assuming he's going to connect us to someone who can connect us to.
Oh yeah.
I'm following Gemma.
Okay. So you guys take off down this this
Sword is
corridor.
out.
It's all this. I mean, the interior walls look identical to the exterior walls. Amber lights kind of flaring everywhere. Alarms, klaxons going off, and he basically heads down the hall, takes a quick left, a quick right, and he stops at this door and he's pounding on it. And you see the door opens up, And the guy goes, they broke in, and there's just the sound of there's just this little escape of, like, the air sizzles a little bit, and you see the back of the guy's head just erupts in light, and he hits the ground and falls over, and an arm with a blaster just kind of pulls back into the room, and the door shuts again.
Would I have had time to throw a grenade through the door?
Yes.
No. I mean, it literally opened, the gun came out and shot, and then pulled back in as you were chasing behind Gemma.
Okay.
Can we, like, ding dong ditch? Like, knock on the door. When it opens, throw a grenade in, and
You definitely can.
do we want to try it?
Ding dong.
Let's try.
Great. I will standing around the corner, because Jexa has taught me, keeping an eye out for surveillance cameras. Stealthily knock on the door and prep Constance to throw the grenade in.
I guess I need to sneak too?
I mean, we're not, there's no sneaking. I'm just trying to stay out of line of sight of the door and push
Okay.
like ding the bell, knock, whatever it is.
Okay.
I'll get a grenade ready.
You're pounding on the door as well?
If he knocked, I'm gonna knock. If he pushed a button, I will push a
He
button.
did not push any buttons.
Great,
He
I will
just
knock.
knocked.
But I will not, like, thunk, thunk, knock. I'll, like,
Clunk, clunk.
try and ginger it up a little bit so it doesn't sound like
I don't know.
Gemma's
How
knocking?
does a
It's-
redhead knock on a door? I don't understand.
right. Mm-hmm.
No? Okay. Alright. So you knock on the door.
I've got a grenade in my hand.
And Philosophia is just grinning like a Cheshire cat.
Alright. So, the door opens up. I need a strength plus vigor roll from you.
Okay. Okay, what is that? That's, I succeed with an 8.
Alright. You bank it off the side. It hits the ground. You hear a bunch of people panic, and then there is the loud explosion. Everything kind of gets really tinny and ringing in your ears. Smoke and definitely a forearm come flying out of that room, hitting the side of the wall and kind of like sticking wetly to it before sliding down.
Cool. I go in with my sword drawn.
All right.
This is what we're here to do. Let's do
Nope.
it.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, you're going in first?
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
Dodge that shot to the head.
What is your body defense?
5.
All right. You walk into the next room.
I
and
run in. Let's
You
be
run
honest.
in.
Walking is.
Totally fair. Why did I make that mistake? I am silly of me. And a blaster charge hits you right in the chest.
Sure.
So I'm gonna spend 9 to overcome your body resistance.
I can spend 5 more to make it to 10.
Sweet. I will spend. I will match the 10.
Okay.
And then I will increase the damage by 4.
Okay.
So, this blaster catches you right in the chest. It's the crucible, just the charge burst of energy hits you for 9 plus the 4 that I did, 13 vitality.
All right. Not even half.
Nice trick with the grenade. This kind of metallic voice rings out.
Do I recognize it?
Oh, it's definitely Tagg.
What? Okay.
Hey, I got 2 more where that came from.
Do you really want to spend this time trading grenades? Because I'm sitting on a couple as well. Or would you rather this come down to blades?
I'm already running it.
All right, so we're going to go into
so.
initiative rolls.
Yep.
So they have, Tagg has initiative edge. So,
Oh, does he?
I'm just saying that he does.
Cool.
What are you guys? Are any of you attempting to interrupt?
I don't remember how this works.
No, there's too much. Let me sum up.
And where is that perk?
It's not a perk.
Oh, okay. It's just something we can do. Okay.
Something like marksman lets you do it, but then you have to
Yeah.
go last the next
No,
time
no,
around.
no, no. I was talking about the the brother battle thing.
Oh, I don't
What is it like? I don't know what it was called.
remember. I think it's just a brother battle feature because I don't have it as.
Yeah, it's actually there's no index in here. All right. So here's how this works. Once per round, so long as they haven't acted yet, anyone playing a brother battle character can advance into the fray. They take their turn to perform a combat action. They cannot interrupt the current turn, but they can declare they're acting next. If more than one brother battle advances, the one with the highest level takes precedence. In the case of ties, they each roll a d20. The highest result wins. They can only advance to engage in combat. They can't advance to do anything else.
Okay.
I will interrupt, and I will go to.
So you
attack
can't
Tagg
interrupt
first. Well,
the
I
current
know
turn,
it's
yeah.
not. I know it's not interrupt, but I will advance.
All right, so he'll take his shot at you, and then you will get to go. Because he has initiative edge, so he is going
So then,
first.
wait. Why would I even
Because there's
bother
other.
advancing?
Because you have to declare before.
Okay.
Because he could pick someone else.
Yeah.
You immediately go, I'm going next.
Okay, but it
And
doesn't
if no
go
one has
before
initiative, yeah,
him.
and if no one has initiative edge, then you get to say, I'm
Okay,
advancing.
so for 3 years, we played it differently.
I just.
No, no. I'm just
Yes,
saying.
that is
okay,
correct.
for my understanding.
Yes.
Okay.
There were multiple versions of,
Yes,
of the
exactly.
advance. Yes. So
which
this
is which is why I wanted
Yes.
you to read it
I
because I know we
appreciate
ran
it.
into it last time
Yep.
and I got really
Yes.
confused.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So, Tagg says, "Oh, good. I thought this was going to be a bunch of explosions." Hi, Gemma. And the blast goes off, and Becca, he got a critical success.
Okay. Cool.
You will be going next, but you will take 9, and he'll spend 6. So you will take 12. I did that right. 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Orlitan is in the room as well. You can see as the smoke clears, Orlitan is in the room. He's got the hum of an E-shield around him.
Cool.
And there are 2 or 3 other guards who are kind of picking themselves up, face hit with shrapnel, bleeding down the side of their face, 3rd-degree burns, like you can see bones.
Mhm.
They seem to be unaffected by the pain.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm running up and I'm attempting to hit Tagg with my sword.
Go for it.
Do we?
Strength plus fight.
Yep.
And if you have a blessed weapon, you get to add that in.
Right, I do. You are absolutely correct.
Use those bumps.
Q.
The lovely battle bump. No?
Are you
Okay.
guys okay if I use a weird point to make this favorable?
Go for it.
I'm not.
Yeah.
But I don't have a choice in the matter.
All right. I was successful.
Okay.
What's your body resistance?
10. You know that, Becca knows that from the last time that you fought Tagg.
All right, I'll spend 10.
All right. Tagg is going to spend 10 to increase his body resistance to 20.
Okay. I will. This doesn't count as the passion, does it? Because it's not Orlitan.
I would say it's not Orlitan. Like when you
Okay.
attack Orlitan, I'll let you have the
Yeah,
full
yeah.
passion conquered.
Okay.
This is just some
In that
cybernetic
case,
smear you have to get through to get
Yeah.
over.
In that case, he can spend the 20 or the extra 10, and I don't hit him.
All right. And what were you swinging? A sword?
My sword.
All right. Tagg kind of brings up the blaster rifle, catching the sword, and again, it's that very almost demonic-looking metallic face. you can't. It looks like, right? Some knights, some members of the nobility will wear sculpted face masks on their armor.
Right.
But this, you can actually see like the mechanical eyes set in the armor.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a faceplate. This is just it. Who's going next?
Gemma.
Okay. You roll on this GM.
Yeah.
I'm still figuring this out. Can I have flicked on my sword when we entered the building, or do I need to spend this turn to flick the sword on?
I'll let you.
Okay. With my fancy sword, I'm gonna run at Orlitan.
Okay.
Yep.
You take your fancy sword and go running at Orlitan.
Great.
Which fancy sword? The vibro sword?
I think I only have one.
Oh, right, you didn't take the other
No.
one. Okay. Gemma.
I can math. And not so quietly under my breath, reciting the litany that I have created for Beatrice, because I don't know what else to do.
Okay.
I succeed with 5.
How much are you spending to overcome his resistance?
We don't know his resistance.
You do not, but he is not wearing like combat armor, or sorry, he's not wearing war armor. So combat armor, I will just let you know because you have the capability, right?
Yes.
Combat armor tends to range between 1 and 5.
And then how does the new sword work with his e-shield?
So what it does is it increases the lower level of the e-shield that it will activate on, and decreases the upper limit. So instead of being from 6 to 9, his e-shield will be from 7 to 8.
Okay, and that's after I hit that
Yes.
bleed stage. So I
Yeah.
still
So
have
if
to
you
hit,
do
so it's somewhere between
less than
5.
7 points of damage, he'll take full damage.
Okay.
And if you do more than 8,
Okay.
the difference will bleed through.
Okay, then I will spend 5 to try and get through.
He'll spend 5 to up his body resistance. He's backpedaling, kind of doing that floating thing, because again, he has some sort of.
Okay, I had that there. I guess I'll spend 5 more to hit him.
You do. How much damage do you do?
So my sword automatically does 8.
Okay.
I will spend 2 more to take it to 10.
Okay. So the shield flares, and you get a bit of a.
Because that's enough to go through, right?
It is enough to go
Okay.
through. You get a bit of a flare. Let me. 2, 4, 6. There we go. As the shield attempts to absorb some of it, but it definitely comes through, and you can see a nick hits kind of on the side of his throat. A little bit of blood hitting his cravat. And he kind of steps back, and he's like, oh. Gemma. Come now. We both know how this is going to end. The Pancreator doesn't ask anything from its sacrifices except that they die. Who's going next?
Before I say that, I'll turn to him and say, and it's a price many of us are willing to pay. And I will send it to Connie, because I'm hoping she can blow some more of these guards up.
Blow 'em up.
So, how big is the explosion from a frag grenade going to be? If I throw another one into the middle of these guards, am I going to hit?
It is a 5-meter radius.
So if I throw one at the guards, am I going to hit my buddies?
Not unless you roll a natural 20.
So don't do that.
I'm not going to roll a natural 20. I'm going to throw a frag grenade at the guards.
Perfect.
Okay.
Excellent.
Strength plus vigor roll.
That is not a natural 20. That is a 7.
Beautiful. Music to my ears.
All right, so here's how grenades work. So you hit, and you basically get what is called blast force. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That is a pool of VP. Let me pull this up. It applies a fixed amount of VP against all armor-based resistance of all targets. So basically, if they have a resistance of 12 or less, it affects them.
Okay.
I don't have enough to raise that much, and I don't care to because these guys are guards. What's the base damage on the grenade, and are you upping the damage at all?
The base damage is 10.
Okay.
And I'll spend 10 VP to up the damage to 15 total.
All right. The 3 guys off to the side just...
Vaporized.
Yeah, the frag grenade goes off and does what it's supposed to, tear into unprotected flesh and turn it into just basically ground meat.
So who's left then?
Tagg and Orlitan.
Okay.
And then I want to step... Can I also move?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to step up to the other side of Tagg from Philosophia.
All right, so you and Philosophia are kind of
Party
on
going
either side of Tagg while you're fighting Orlitan.
Yes.
All
I
right.
didn't finish it once. I'm gonna finish it this time.
Really? You think that you are just willing to blindly accept that your life is over just because some dead woman from thousands of years ago mandated that it must be?
There's nothing blind about it. My eyes are fully open.
Very well then. I was really hoping that Marz would be here. I know Tagg was too. Where is she, by the way? And he snaps his hand down, and this wire blade springs to life. So remember, wire blades ignore armor resistance.
Yep.
And he drops down into a fighting stance that you immediately recognize as duello, one of the dueling styles of the Empire. And he is going to attempt to, make your entrails your extrails. He's going to spend a VP to activate duello. He will increase the damage by 1 from a melee attack and spend VP to eliminate all damage. Nope, not going to do that. All right. Dice box, come on, into the dice box. All right. Gemma, he's going to. So you have no body resistance against this. You have everything is either in if you had fencing, you could increase your body resistance, but your armor does not apply to this attack. So, and basically, it's what you want to spend to increase it. He steps in and tries to flense a large chunk of your left ribs away. He will spend 8 to start.
Just 8 damage?
No, 8 to overcome. He's setting your body resistance that he's overcoming at 8. You are starting at 0. So you have to spend 8 just to attempt to block the attack, if not more. So you don't have any armor resistance against him at this point, is essentially what's going on. Your body resistance is 0 for this attack.
Okay. I can't see the board, so unless we have gotten our surges back, I take it.
You did get your surges back. You rested on the, you took a respite.
And have we used, I don't remember if we've used any since.
Nope, you had the big planning session after the rest, and you have not done anything.
Okay, then I will surge.
Do Duello sounds pretty huzzat. That's awesome. You can have a weird point.
And he's doing 8.
He said, yeah. He's spending 8 to overcome your essentially not there body resistance.
I'll spend 15.
All right, I will match it. Drops a lot of points to put in. You will take 9 points of damage. He kind of dodges out, carves a chunk of you off. Your armor kind of splits at the wire
How much
blade.
you said?
9,
9.
and kind of jumps back.
I did that right. Okay.
He will pick Tagg. Are any of you planning to advance immediately after Tagg?
Yes.
You all get to make the decision. Like, you all can advance after somebody. You just can't interrupt an action anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to go after Tagg?
Yeah.
All right. You guys see vents open on Tagg's body. And, oh, she's not here, so she would not know. Both of you hear this rattling noise, kind of like the vents open up and you can see something white starts to glow, and he attempts to hit both of you with the womp gun that has been integrated into his system. It hits everyone within 2 meters, and the two of you happen to be standing within 2 meters of him. You are fine. You are out of there. All right, so do you guys are your armors shock and slam proof?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so remember, if it's not proofed against these weapons, this damage type, your resistance is halved against them. But you guys are both fine, and so he hits. He is going to spend a total of 14 to overcome your body resistances.
Okay.
So I'm setting it at 14.
I
Can
have
you-
to let that go.
You can't increase.
So if I get to 14, does he still hit me, or do I have to go above 14?
You would have to increase it beyond 14.
Okay, I'll increase it to 15.
All right, he will spend the 2 to get over that, and he will spend 6 to do a total of 8 damage to each of you.
Okay.
And he kind of drops down into a crouch, and you can see blades extend from both of his forearms. Not like back, but they sort of kind of constitute themselves out of the metal of his arms. All right. Not saying that this is the most unpleasant situation I've been in. You've never
So-
stood across from Marz.
Philosophia
Yeah?
drops.
She hits the ground?
She hits the ground
Okay.
and then stands back up.
Well, you'll stand back up on your turn, but yes,
with
you have
deliverance.
deliverance. All right, Constance, you see Philosophia drop and hit the ground.
Well, that makes me mad.
I feel like everything makes all of you mad. Like I've played with squad before.
Where is the rest of my squad? I had 5 of them.
You did. They couldn't all fit in the vehicle.
Well, this seems like a good time to pull out my chainsword and
Yeah.
see what a can opener does to Tin Man.
All right, go for it. I don't like that.
There it is. I could remember his name. I couldn't, and I was like, that's not gonna work.
In the box, please. In the box, please. Thank you. That's a success with a 12.
Okay. How much are you spending to overcome his body resistance?
Okay.
I'll spend the 12.
All right, so that's 2 up over his. I will increase his body resistance to 14.
Okay, I'll spend an additional 2 to match it.
All right. How much damage are you doing?
So it does a base of 7, but he has an E shield on, right?
Tagg does not have an E-shield on yet.
Tagg does not have an E-shield on.
He has
Okay.
not taken the action to turn it on yet.
So it does a base of 7. I have...
He took his first action to shoot Philosophia in the face. He regrets nothing.
I have 6 VP left, so I'll spend them
Okay.
to up the damage to 10.
All right. So you guys all hear the sound of this chainsword powering on. It sounds like a diesel-powered chainsaw, and it hits Tagg, and at first there's just a flurry of sparks, but then the teeth catch, and you can just see it starts eating its way into his armor. Hydraulic fluid is spilling down. Sparks are flying off. Who's going next?
Do I know that Philosophia can get back up?
You've been with her squad, so I'm going to assume anything that she wants to tell you is fine.
Yes.
Okay, I'd like my buddy Philosophia to get back up and deal with this disgusting creature.
Cool. I will stand up.
Okay. That's your move.
Yeah, that's my move.
What's your vitality at now?
A number.
Number between 0 and 1,000.
Sweet,
Pretty
so I'll
much.
just plan on doing 50 damage to you, because if it's a number, I can just substitute that with any number. Okay, cool.
Pretty much.
All right, Philosophia, you're up. What are you going to do?
I am... Does it look like Connie is going to take care of this? I mean, like... Is it like Tagg is standing there, like, without a care in the world?
No, I mean, he did just get, like, hit in the chest with a chainsword for 10 points of damage, but you can't tell if that's... Like, you know that against a regular human, that would have crippled them. Tagg doesn't look crippled.
Alright, I will then swing again.
All right.
You want a weird point to make it favorable?
I mean, I can, but, I mean, we still might need a weird point against Orlitan. So.
Okay.
14 out of 16.
Okay. How much are you spending?
10 to get his body resistance.
All right, he's going to up it by 6.
I can do that.
All right. What's the base
7.
damage on your weapon? All right. Who do you want to go next, Philosophia?
Gemma.
Okay. So I would like to spend a VP to use my Montauk, and I would like to try to, I guess I should ask, is there a way to grapple Orlitan so that he cannot use the wire blade, or is grappling him with a wire blade pointless?
No, you can totally do that.
Okay. So then I will spend 2 points to up my fight skill action, and then I will spend the other one to ignore his energy shield. Well, energy shield is just for damage, right?
It's just for damage.
Okay,
Yep.
great. Then I will ignore 2 points of his body resistance.
Okay.
And what is a grapple
I'm looking that up right now for you.
attack?
Because we're a team.
Excellent.
I mean... Alright, so you're in... grapple requires both your movement and your primary action, and you'll move last in the initiative queue, which is fine. You'll just be last in the initiative queue. Fight plus strength. Armor does not apply. They use their strength as resistance.
Oh, sweet.
You will inflict 1 base damage, and they are immobilized until the hold is broken. Once it's successful, you can continue to inflict damage each successive turn. You have to spend VP to inflict this damage. You can also take down clinch, which means you improve your hold. Subdue to try and knock them out. Hug. Hug is basically to grapple your grappler, so he could hug you, and then the two of you would go, you know, Greco-Roman style on each other, and he would lose horribly.
Just
Okay,
hug it out. Just hug it out.
That's right.
Because his
That's all that we need. That's all that needed to happen. Orlitan just needed a hug.
So how would this work? If I want to use one of my points to ignore 2 ranks of his body resistance, does that matter if I'm trying to grapple him?
I would allow it. Yeah, I would just say
Okay.
his strength goes down by 2 to try
2.
and...
So you said it's strength plus fight, so that's 16. Plus I get 2 from Montauk, so that's 18.
Okay.
I don't want to screw this up, so we're gonna do this. And my goal is I am trying to pin him in a way that he cannot use the wire blade, and hopefully next turn I can just snap his neck.
Okay. Good luck.
Can I use a weird point, please?
Yes.
I don't want to screw
You
this
can
up.
use the weird point. Like I said, we needed it.
Oh, okay, 17. Great.
Nice.
So I am successful with a 17.
Okay, how much are you spending to overcome his body resistance?
So I automatically have 2.
Mm-hmm. You've overcome. You dropped his resistance by 2.
Strength, but he's got a new body. I will.
He has a body that looks. So if the average human is 3, he looks to be kind of in the prime of his life, like underwear model fit.
So I already have 2.
No strength.
James McAvoy and Split fit.
Oh, okay. I'll add 6 to get it to
I knew Maddie would immediately
to
get
8?
that reference. Okay, yeah, you definitely grapple him. You get
great.
the wire blade.
And then I get to inflict damage as well?
Yep, you inflict 1 damage. Do you want to spend anything to
24
increase
minus
it?
8 is what?
16.
16. Screw it. I've only used one of my surges. Let's spend all 16. I want to just try and...
So you're going to do 9 points of damage to him.
Yes. On
All right.
top of the 9 that I did last time or whatever.
Yep.
Snap his neck.
And if I need to go higher, I will surge to get it. I just want this to be done.
You want to kill him right now.
Right now.
Okay, so you're going to need to surge then.
Great. I will surge.
She's gonna spend 36 points to get to 18.
So, hold on. So wait. Back it up. So how much did I just spend?
You spent...
So I spent 16
Yeah.
just now.
Yes, which gets to 8.
Okay. So 16 and 16 is 32, plus 20 is 52. How much do I spend to do it?
Here's the other thing. Jaxa's hit points is like finally at like 20 something.
Right, and I forget how much damage I did last time. If I
mean, I would do.
if I do 30, that's 15 points
It's
of
15
damage.
points of damage.
Like on top of what you've already done?
Like the previous round.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. So I was at 52 minus 30 is 22.
Yes. Well, how many can you keep in your vault?
15. Well, I was gonna keep the
Okay.
spillover for my next attack.
So you did how much total damage?
This round would be 15, plus the 1 that I automatically get for grappling him, so 16. Or should I go higher?
I mean, you could go to, you could spend another 6, do another 3 points of damage, and you'd have 16 PP.
So it'd be 34 points of damage. No. So 16. So it'd be 19 points of damage?
Sure.
Oh god, math is hard. Why is math so freaking hard?
19. Yes, it'd be 19 points of damage.
I will do... If this doesn't kill him, I'm gonna be so pissed. 19 points of damage. I just want to end it right now.
Okay, what's it look like?
Yes! It was worth it! Even if it was way over, it was worth it!
Oh my gosh.
That is a great... I'm going to try and... I'm going to go with... I think you're whoever is Bubasti VR. Yes, no, exactly. Yes, I'm pulling a lot from Lynch's Dune in my head right now.
Oh, I was like, what?
And regular Dune,
so-
which is better. But Lynch's Dune has got its own unique...
Exposed bleeding.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run up and with my left arm kind of pin his wire blade and my right arm just kind of say, I got so nervous about the math, I forgot the really cool thing I was gonna say.
just been revoked.
I
No, that was for you, Christopher, if you're watching.
pray that you will find the light and then just
Snap his neck. All right.
snap it.
You snap his neck and you pull it all the way around. Like, it is now.
Oh, I'm sure it is now looking square.
It is
at
looking
me.
square at you,
Uh-huh.
and you, like, the light goes out of his eyes, and then there's this kind of this.
As he makes that noise, I'm gonna drop it.
And you see
A feather.
a little beak,
Ah!
and then a whole crow's head
Yep.
comes out of his mouth, and
Yep.
it squawks at you,
Ah!
and it says,
Of course it says something. Why does it say
"The flash of the Father will mar the mirror of the Son," and the crow pulls itself free of Orlitan's mouth and goes flying off.
the flash of the Father? Well, what?
Mar the mirror of the Sun.
I can't even spell right now. And then as my secondary free action, I'm going to look at Philosophia and be like, we didn't come this far for you to fall down now, so get back up. You have a squad to lead. Because I know that will just like... And she, for freebies, gets a revival, I think?
Revival.
As a secondary reflexive action. So you will, on your turn, get whatever your revival is back.
Sweet.
Wow.
Tagg kind of looks over at Orlitan and then tracks the crow that's leaving.
And then, Philosophia can go next.
I think I've already gone.
Yeah, the whole.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, all of us.
Yeah,
okay,
we're at the
sorry.
top of the round. I really wanted to kill Marz before the end. He leaps on you and puts his arms around you.
Tight.
He is attempting to grapple you. What is your strength? That is what the button.
9.
Hug him back.
Oh, that's.
Hug him back.
Okay. So. He will spend 12 to overcome your body resistance.
Okay, spend the 12.
Do you
Okay.
want stuff to fight back?
I mean, sure. I would need at least 7 to get to 12. So, like, yeah, no, I mean, it's
Okay.
fine.
I mean, I will yell, "That's not what I meant!" and give you...
It's okay, it's okay.
How many do you want? Because I can yell at you again and give you things that inspire you. So
She
you are
just
not
yells.
grappled by him.
She's
You-
angry.
Give me 5.
Give you 5? Okay.
Give you 5 VP.
Mm-hmm.
Are you spending any of it?
Because I still have...
It's not enough for me to do anything.
I still
with
have
it
another
in this moment.
surge,
Fine.
so
Okay.
this isn't going to... So
Cool.
do you want more? I can give you more. That's why I asked for clarification.
If you give me more than 7, I will spend it in an attempt to resist this.
Okay, I'll give you 10.
So
All right,
you
so
ready?
I will spend. He's spending 12.
Mm-hmm.
I will bump it to 16.
So I would spend 4 more.
Yes, you'd have to spend 4 more.
All right, I will do it.
Okay.
You hear the arms click behind you,
Mm-hmm.
and then you hear a whirring noise. You can see that he has grappled Philosophia, and his arms seem to be threading together in a lock. His head spins around and is now looking right at you, and you see 2 small secondary arms pop out of his chest. And he goes, and he's got Philosophia basically locked on his back. Philosophia, give me a perception plus observe roll. Just hypothetical situation. Sure, in the chaos
so
of battle,
I have
you
the
would.
extra 7 to this.
Yeah, you would need more than 12 to hear this.
So 14, 21
Nice.
with my danger sense.
Mm-hmm.
4. I'll spend all 4.
Don't spend the 4.
Oh, okay.
You can't hit the resistance for this, so I'm just gonna let you know you should keep those 4.
Okay.
Who's going? I'm going to pick Constance to go next.
Okay. I'm out of VP, so I'm gonna surge at the start of my turn. And then I'm going to, well, let's see if I can just, cut his head off with this lovely chain sword. So I'm gonna try to do that.
Okay.
Should you cut it off or in half?
I kind of just want to, cut through his neck, if I can.
Okay,
Look at his
I'm
head.
I'm just concerned because it
Yeah.
detached itself last time and kept working, so I'm wondering if we should
What'd you get?
bisect versus...
Oh, I haven't rolled yet. I'm considering if I want to cut his head in half or cut it off.
Do you
know
want
what?
to spend a weird point? Now is the time to do that.
Yeah, I have that one you gave me earlier for whatever I said that was smart. I have the one that you gave me for talking about disgusting meat slabs. So I will spend it, and I'll try to cut his head in half.
Okay.
Come on. Come on. You know what? I'll spend some of that VP that I just got to increase my goal
Perfect.
for the chainsword to I'll spend 5 to increase it to an 18.
Beautiful. I love it.
That's cocked. Success with a 12.
Nice.
So I'll start by spending the 12.
Okay. He will up his resistance to a total of 18.
Okay, I'll spend the 6 more.
Okay. How much damage do you do?
I can't surge twice in one turn, can I?
I believe you
I
can.
don't see why you can't.
No.
Oh, then I want to.
I think it's just you can't surge more than the surges you have, but
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I have not had a chance to read the whole book.
Go for it.
Okay, I'm going to. So then I'm going to. My sword automatically does 7 damage,
Excellent.
and then I'm going to spend 26 VP to increase that by 13 for a total of
Beautiful.
20 points.
For a total
Hey,
of
it's like-
20 points.
We really want this fight to end.
I know. Like,
It's
I feel
beautiful.
like you guys you have a grudge or something. So 20 points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If she's about to cut through him, can Philosophia say something before it kills her too?
Oh, you can say whatever you want. Sure.
Yeah. So as he's grappling Philosophia and gesturing for Connie, Philosophia from behind him just says, "Yeah, I'm not the one that you actually should have been worried about. She's got more faith than I do."
What's it look like, Constance?
I'd like to cut him in half, please.
You can't cut him completely in
Can
half.
I cut his head and part of his torso in half?
You definitely can.
Okay. I'm just gonna do that and then say, I don't think another pair of arms is gonna fix that, buddy.
Okay, so you cut him in half.
Gulp.
You see Philosophia kind of grappled by
Yeah.
Tagg's body. You see Constance bring the blade down. And then Tagg blows up.
Great.
Okay.
You are out of the range.
Okay.
You are in the range. You are sort of
Connected?
up in the range, so to speak.
Uh-huh.
Fuse
Uh-huh.
up in it.
Uh-huh.
You can survive eating a grenade too.
Maybe. I have a number and it's right there, and I'm doesn't look high enough.
All right.
I gave you a look.
So, again, with grenades, you don't need to overcome their body resistance. You have to hit it is in the area. And then the grenade's blast force takes over at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Are you,
Have you ever been?
slam proof?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Cool. Good to know.
Yeah.
All right. So, the initial thing to overcome for you is it is hitting a body resistance of 20 for you.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I like
Yeah,
the giggle.
Tell me about it.
And for Constance, the blast force that hits you is, hold on, I gotta do my math. 18.
Carry the one.
Nope, sorry, 16.
Okay.
So you have to, whatever your body resistance, you have to pay the difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my brain is slightly not working. I'm trying to do math.
It's okay.
There's been a lot of big number
You
math
said
tonight.
I don't
Six.
suppose my passion.
You said
I
16?
mean, you're passionate to stay alive.
Yeah.
16, yes.
Okay.
How much do you want to spend? Now remember, I get to counter this. So
I'll get... Oh, God. Okay, I'll surge again. I have one more.
how much are you spending?
So I will get my resistance to 20.
Nice, nice.
Good work.
Nice, good work. That drops the remaining VP I'm about to dump into this by quite a bit.
Good work.
You each take 15 vitality.
I'm alive!
Okay. I'm alive!
Thanks to her. I had 14 when I came back. And then with
She
my
healed
revival,
you for another
it was
one?
the 10 more.
Nice.
So, I'm alive!
All right.
Somehow.
With the, I mean, it blows the roof off the top of.
Does it hit the bird?
The bird's gone. Like it flew off, and then this happened. What do you guys do? You're in the middle of smoking rubble. All of the comms are gone. You have a bandolier of tag arms. None of you can hear each other because of the multiple explosions in
What?
Yes, exactly.
Huh?
What's going on?
Are you okay?
That was cool.
Yep.
Can I search Orlitan's body? I want to see if there's that stupid curse mark on him. I want to see if he's wearing any relics. I want to see. I also want that wire blade.
You can have the wire blade.
Yeah, take the wire blade because it's an awesome thing.
I just want to see what is keeping him going. Is there some like locket that says Orlitan's soul that I can take and smash?
Phylactery? Is that what you're trying to find out?
So you start opening up like.
Not like ripping, but like searching his person.
He does have a signet ring that has that strange mark of the abandoned on it.
Okay, don't touch that with bare flesh.
You also, as you kind of look over his body, you can see, because of the way the neck has been twisted and distorted, you can see the top, like a tattoo, like on his collarbone, but you'd have to actually like tear the shirt to get a good look at it.
I will do that.
You can see that there is a Roman numeral. 4.
Was this
Great.
model 4? Can I? Okay, I'll make a note of that, and then I want to take the wire blade, and I want to use it to destroy the signet ring.
Okay, yeah, I mean it cuts right through it.
Okay, great. And 4. And there's no other interesting marks on his person. No phylacteries to get fancy.
Nope, no phylactery. As you kind of, like, if you're really looking at him, give me a perception plus observe roll. What are the two of you doing? I mean, you're basically almost dead.
I am detangling myself. Checking
Yeah, they're gone. As is a large chunk of your face. By the way, if you guys took damage from that, you are mangled.
Oh.
Great.
Of course.
Okay.
Which, for those of you in the chat, mangled is a state that prevents you from being healed until it is taken care of.
Hey, sorry I blew you up.
I don't think it was you. I think it was
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Success with a 9.
How much are you spending to search his body?
8.
As you kind of are like...
Don't want a number 5.
As you are kind of
No
looking
mambo
over him,
number 5.
you touch like the side of his skull, and your fingernails kind of slip into a groove under his hair. Are you going to? All right, you pull away part of his skull.
Blech.
There is like this weird clear fluid that starts flowing out, but you can see there is a cybernetic device in his head. You can see lights flickering. You can see this clear fluid that's leaking out. It was kind of gooey as you pulled it away.
Don't say gooey.
Gooey.
We're not a smart bunch, are we?
We should take this back to somebody smarter.
Oh, I was just gonna.
Oh. That too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm all down for that.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm like. None of us are. Constance, do you have any problem with me just, spearing the cybernetics with my sword?
No, spear away.
Rook gets a weird point. That was awesome.
What?
Tag, you're it.
Oh. Okay, I will do the same thing because I do not want a number 5.
Okay.
I will take the wire blade and just kind of push it into the cybernetics.
Okay. It sparks,
Maybe,
flashes a couple of times, and
Wiggle it.
then dies.
Great. And I'm gonna keep the head so I can show, like, zoop. Maybe not Jexa, but like the group that this version is taken care of, but also want Gregor to maybe be able to, like, I realize I melted half of it, but like, look at the cybernetics.
Okay.
Just to make sure, because I think what Gemma, in her limited understanding of technology, is afraid of is this uplinking to number 5. So the sooner she can disrupt that, the better.
Is there anything left of Tagg, or is it just
No, it's gone.
bit?
Yeah,
Okay.
bits. Like, he blew
Excellent.
himself, and you...
Right.
All right, as you guys turn around to kind of head out of here, you can see somebody is walking through the smoke towards you.
2 swords.
I take off my rifle and I shoot Calypso. Wait, no.
Who is it?
It's Calypso.
You hear something, but it sounds like because you can't hear anything.
What?
Hey, can you speak up?
Gemma, are you alive?
What is it?
It's Echo.
Yes. Praise the Pain Creator and the Lady of Light. Yes.
We have to go now.
We have to go, cow?
Cow. Got it. And I will pick up the head.
It does not take long, as the distraction team has recovered a vehicle to get you all out of here. Several hours later, you are back at the Oh Boy. What are you guys doing?
That was fun.
Yep. It's real fun.
Several hours is enough for your ears to recover a bit.
I died.
Wow, what'd you see?
Light?
That's good.
I saw a weird bird fly out of a guy's mouth.
Yeah, I feel like we need to talk. Is Calypso back?
Gregor kind of looks at you. Yeah, she came back a couple of hours before you got back and went laid down.
She's still, weird, grumpy, calling people
Creepy.
bags of flesh.
Gregor, we might need to have a conversation. I think Something has taken possession of Calypso.
What are you guys talking about? We gotta get out of here, right?
I mean, yes, we need to get out of here, but you and I need to have a conversation because the things that Calypso said were not Calypso, and she may or may not have had horns at one point.
Wait. Not like metaphorically horny.
No.
Like literally horny.
Yes.
He goes to say something, and your squawker goes off.
Yes?
So it is done, yes? From what I saw, there is a beautiful cascade of explosions across the fields.
Orlitan and Tagg
They are dealt with, yes?
are dispatched. As
Okay.
far as I know, and then I will explain. There's a 4 on Orlitan's neck. I tried to disrupt the cybernetics, but I don't know if that means there's a 5.
Luckily for us, that is not your concern or mine. That is someone else's. But the explosions plus your thing here is enough to let me go to the Duchess and perhaps mollify her just a bit. But I would recommend it is probably time for all of us to leave Lemminkainen alone for just a little bit. You know, we have caused too much, interrupted too much.
Jaxa wants to know where Lucia is.
We didn't see Lucia.
Val also wants to know.
I would say you should leave in the next hour. I'm not saying the Duchess is a angry person, but she will want someone's head to roll, and it is better if our heads stay out of the reach of the executioner's blade. Would you not agree?
I would agree. Can we ask Ercole and the distraction team if they saw any sign of Lucia in the building when they came in?
They did not.
Okay.
What do you guys want to do?
Uh,
So first of all, what is Squad doing?
Well, Philosophia is gonna go to a hospital.
Yep.
All right, so
Me too.
And I
Cons-
will do some field medicine because we've
But
figured out I'm not
mangled.
bad at that. Right, but like,
So Constance and Philosophia get picked up by the rest of the squad to go back to the cathedral for. Okay. So Jexa and Val on the ship. Calypso's out, like just asleep in her quarters.
Would there have been any way while Jaxa was on the ship to get any surveillance of the camp to see if that stealth ship that we gave Lucia is there?
Give me a.
Wits plus tech redemption?
No, wits plus interface.
Oh, okay. Cool. Would this use my think machine?
Sure.
Okay. So that gets me to 16.
16.
So critical success.
A critical success.
So there was no evidence of the stealth flyer in or around the camp.
Okay.
So it could have been they were just bluffing, or they've taken her somewhere else.
However,
Mm-hmm.
with a critical success and with the time that you have,
And you get a weird point.
you spend some time going back through the data.
Right, because Jackson didn't have anything else to do than the 3 hours that
Yeah.
she was waiting.
And definitely see what happened to it.
Okay.
It was flown to the Van Dorm estate and docked
Okay.
in the hangar.
Okay. So she's there.
She is there.
Okay. So I would have told Valcosis
Okay.
as soon as I found out.
Falcosis went back
Okay.
to, like, He was going to go back to the estate basically immediately and try and find Lucia.
Okay.
You could tell Val.
Oh yeah, once Val gets back, I will tell her. But no, like, because as soon as I knew, I would have told Falcosis if he was still on board.
He was not, yeah.
Okay, so Jex was sitting there by herself waiting for everybody to come back. So as soon as Gregor and Val showed up, she would have told them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do we think the best bet is to go to the Van Dorm estate or just get off planet?
Well, we can call them and see if they have anything else to say.
I mean, I still
Oh, you
need
still
to
want
talk to
to
Lucia about the
Yeah.
reason that we came here in the first place.
Well, see if she'll make a call.
Yeah, can I try to call the Van Dorm estate?
You can. So,
Okay.
we're going to try and call the Van Dorm estate. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I would like to calm Marguerite
Okay.
and share what happened in dispatching Orlitan, but specifically the bird, and see if there is anything that she or the rest of the order can give me on what I suspect to be Ashkagael, but
Okay.
and also kind of put them on alert. Like this was a camp to the abandoned. There was a very strong Ashkagael presence in the space. What did that faith roll at the beginning do for us?
That was for you to see if you noticed what was going on with Marz.
Oh, okay, got it. And then also ask for any guidance or wisdom in the two different fronts that I now seem to be kind of stuck in the middle, either from her or Katerina or
Okay.
there was someone else there I'm forgetting.
Okay.
But
With everything going on, and Jexa kind of sensing that this conversation Val wants to have with Lucia is a private one, I am going to go to my room, and I would like to pull up all the information we have on Beatrice
Okay.
and pull up, like, the good book about the Pancreator.
The Omega Gospels.
Yes, thank you. Because, like, there's got to be something in there. And whether it will lead us to a clue about what to do with Beatrice next, or how to fight all this darkness that is showing up. Yeah, because Jexa sees this as something of a puzzle, and so she's trying to get the information.
Okay. And then, all right. So, we'll start with your call now.
And it occurs to me, just as a side note, we do have to go to the Van Dorm estate or have Falcosis meet us, because I gave him my necklace in case I died.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah, I still want to try to call ahead and make sure there's nothing weird happening.
You get the Major Domo on the phone. Mistress Val, what can I do for you? He's still got bruises on his face from everything that happened just several days ago.
Is Lady Lucia back?
Yes, the lady has returned. She is retired to her rooms and is currently having a bath drawn for her. Why?
I need to speak with her urgently.
I will let her know. Are you on your way back?
I need to speak with her before we head back.
Give me a moment. And you get patched through almost immediately.
Okay.
You can see Lucia is like the vid kind of just shows from the neck up, but you can see steam kind of rising between. Oh, Val, is everything okay? Did you find
More or less.
for Falcosis? Did you find Gregor?
You mean Falcosis isn't back yet?
No. Did you get him out of the temple.
Great. Yes, we did. Gregor's fine.
And you are okay?
How much do you trust Falcosis?
He is the light in the stars in my eyes, and the sunrise on Lemminkainen and the sunset. I trust him with all of the secrets of my heart and why. I trust him. He is my husband. I trust him completely.
JM, do I know how, should Falcosis be there by now?
Oh, yeah.
Judging by when he left?
100%.
I don't mean to alarm you, but we went into the camp to cause a distraction. We did what we came to do. Before I went into the camp, I gave Falcosis that necklace that apparently you gave to my parents. We'll talk about that later, for safekeeping. And he flew away to come back to your estate. If he's not there, then either I've made a very bad judgment of his character, or something happened to him.
I will go see if he's just... I will call you as soon as I can. Are you coming to the estate?
Is this
Yes.
going to be another trap?
I don't...
Because the last time I came to meet you, we got shot at and blown up.
None of which was my fault, Van.
I know. All right. We'll head back.
You try to get through to Marguerite?
Yes, I think that's the highest up in the church that I have direct contact with. I know she is the undersecretary to the bishop. So
Yes.
hoping there's some... Yes.
Gemma, it's good to see you again. What can I do for you? Yeah. She's not phased.
I know, I'm
She
just-
has seen... There's a battle order monastery on...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marguerite, is this line secure?
As secure as I can make it, yes?
And then I will do my best to sum up what has happened since we left. So, continuing to pursue, and I will be vague here because I know I've had to be vague in the past. Seeking to pursue illumination in the midst of darkness, but in doing so have come up against what feels like two very strong fortresses of darkness. One represented by feathers, one represented by ram's horns. And those seeds of darkness have planted themselves in at least two, if not three, of my current traveling companions. And any kind of guidance you or the bishop or the order can give in how to combat this would be appreciated, and I will specifically, like in detail, tell her of the dispatching of the Count again and the bird that flew out and what it said. I'm going to be a little bit more vague about Jexa and Calypso because I don't want them to,
Right.
murder my friends.
I mean, that's a possibility.
Right.
I will go to the archives. I will see what we can turn up. It could take several days or even weeks. But I will access the restricted libraries for you and see what we can find.
And then I will ask about the most recent group of recruits and trainees and how they are doing.
Specifically, the ones you brought back from Limbus are doing fine, and they have been removed to a remote monastery on Lemminkainen to sort of kind of hide where they are from and possibly who is involved with all of that. You said you were just searching the Omega Gospels?
Yeah. Compiling the Omega Gospels, compiling information we have on Beatrice, and kind of just like shuffling it all together and seeing what falls out.
Alright, that's going to take way longer than just the flight over to the estate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will also, depending, I mean, it's a long story, would also just like some time to powwow with Ercole as well. And just kind of share what I saw, put my concerns on his radar, have him be an external set of eyes watching key members of this.
What is the plan after this? Are you staying here on Lemminkainen or going somewhere else?
No, the next step, and I will explain as much as I can. I will start, if I haven't already, explain the trajectory, the words, the places, and say, it sounds like our next step is Hargard.
Do you have a group of people around you? But it sounds as if trust may be in short supply with several of them. Do you wish me to go with you?
If you believe the Pancreator is leading your steps that direction, I would appreciate it. I wish to continue to trust those in my party, but as today has demonstrated, I think the footholds are getting a little stronger.
I will do what I can. I will travel with you as long as the Pancreator illuminates that path for me, as long as it is the shortest path.
And then, on a very personal level, I will ask Ercole to pray for Gemma. Just saying, there's these words swirling about. I don't know what they mean. I keep being threatened with death to fulfill this, and just ask for prayers for strength to fulfill whatever it is I need to fulfill, and to relinquish hold on those that would keep me tethered to things I should not be tethered to.
All right. He immediately starts praying with you.
For sure.
Gregor gets the ship landed on the Van Dorm estate, and as you're studying the Gospels when it lands, you're in prayer with Ercole. Gregor is prepping the ship, getting jump codes so that you guys can make the journey to Hargard. Back of the ramp comes down. Where are you going, Val?
Gonna go find Lucia.
Alright. It takes you longer than you expect. You wander through the halls of the Van Dorm estate looking for people. But it seems oddly, eerily empty for a place that you spent so much of your life growing up with just, laughter and servants and the trappings of wealth and nobility. It is eerily quiet. You don't know whether that's because of everything that happened several days ago, something else is going on.
I am very, very on guard and expecting an ambush, so Val is
Give me a perception plus observe roll.
being careful here. Fool me once.
When we get there, is the chapel sunk or is it elevated?
It is sunk.
Okay.
It's the way you left it.
I'm sorry, you said a what plus observe?
Perception plus observe.
Okay. I did not have Val's character sheet open. Succeed with an 11.
Okay, so...
I'll spend 10.
Alright. You can hear the sounds of crying coming from the bedroom estates. So kind of like where Gregor's room was and where your room was when you were staying here, where the guest rooms are, kind of like the residential wing of the estate.
Okay, I think my first instinct is to slow down and be careful.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna run towards it
Okay.
instead.
So you go running straight to, like, the sound doesn't ever really get louder, if that makes sense. It's kind of echoing through the halls, but you're able to track it down to where it's at. And you turn the corner, and you can see kind of in the sitting room of the master suite, there are boots, pants draped over, like the chair. You can hear the sound of the shower kind of running, and the crying, like it's not like wailing, it's not like just like weeping. It's sort of this very soft, almost muffledy groaning noise coming from the main suite.
Lucia?
No response.
Okay, can I head in there?
You can. As you walk in, you can see Falcosis' jacket is laying on the floor as if he just kind of took it off. As you know, the steam is still rolling out from the shower, and you can see that Lucia is sitting on her knees next to the bed, and Falcosis is face down in the bed, and the entire bed is covered with blood. And she's just sitting there holding his hand, sobbing over and over again. Falcosis, it's time to get up. Wake up, Falcosis. It's time to get up.
Lucia?
She turns around and her eyes are just immediately filled with anger and hate. Red rim, just tears pouring down her face. She is wrapped in a towel, having come from wherever she was when she was calming you. And she just kind of turns back.
What happened?
And that's where we'll fade to black, and we'll pick up here when we come back. We're going to be off the next 2 weeks, just like we were for Torg. We will be back the first full week of September. So, well done. You guys took out Orlitan. You took out Tagg. We will find out what happened to Falcosis and what is going on when we return in 3 weeks. So until then, check out all of the other great shows on the Ulysses International channel. Check out Heretical Musings if you need more Fading Suns goodness. Check out the reruns we will be running. JD will be running reruns for the next 2 weeks of tonight's episode for Fading Suns and the Torg episode on Tuesdays. And we will be back, as I said, in 3 weeks with more Fading Suns. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay gaming. I am JM the GM, and this is the amazing crew of the Boy. We'll see you in September.